I ordered your favorite, Liam said, setting the iced latte by my hospital bed. Asterisk, I stared at the drink, then at his eyes. You remember? Asterisk, of course I remember. He smiled, but it didn't reach his eyes. Vanilla almond milk. Extra. Ice, asterisk, my face, does it look that bad? Asterisk, he flinched. No, it's just different, that you're still you. Asterisk, I tried to smile, but it felt crook. So you're staying, right? We're still getting married? Asterisk, he looked down. We'll talk about it when you're better. Asterisk, you didn't answer me. Asterisk, he stood. You need rest. Liam, I'll come tomorrow. He didn't. Not the next day. Or the one after. Just Noah, my little brother, always bringing flowers and dumb jokes. Asterisk, you're seriously watching cartoons in the hospital? He asked, dropping into the chair beside me. Asterisk, why not? Everything else hurts. Asterisk, he handed me a stuffed fox. Found this in your apartment. Thought you'd want it. Asterisk, I held it tight. Thanks, Noah dot double quotes asterisk. You talked to Liam? Asterisk, I didn't answer. The silence told him enough. Asterisk, weeks passed. My bandages came off. The scar down my left cheek stared back at me in the mirror. Angry, ugly. You're still beautiful, Noah said. I don't think he agrees, asterisk. You don't need him to, asterisk, but I did. Or I thought I did dot asterisk one day. I got bold. I texted him. Hey, just wanted to hear your voice, asterisk delivered. No reply. Next day, miss you. Left unread. Asterisk. Then, 3 days later, while scrolling Instagram with shaky fingers, I saw asterisk. Wait. I whispered, heart racing. No. It was Liam, on one knee. The caption read, She healed me when I was broken. Can't wait to spend forever with you. Clara dot asterisk Clara. Her perfect smile, flawless skin, blonde hair like spun gold. Of course. It was her. My phone slipped from my hand. Noah walked in, holding pizza. You okay? Asterisk, I just looked at him, eyes glassy. He's engaged. Asterisk, his mouth dropped. What? Asterisk, he proposed. To Clara. Asterisk, what the hell? Are you kidding me? Asterisk, I showed him the post. He sat down stunned. That bastard. Asterisk, I tried to laugh, but it came out as a sob. Guess I wasn't enough. Asterisk, that's bull. He's the coward. Asterisk, I waited, Noah. I waited and hoped and prayed, and he just left. Asterisk, he leaned forward. You think a man who runs away when life gets hard is worth your tears? Asterisk, he was supposed to be forever. Asterisk, he's just another mistake, you'll see. Asterisk, I pulled the hospital blanket tighter around me. Then why does it feel like I died in that fire too? Asterisk, he was quiet for a second. Because the part of you that believed in him did. But the rest, the strong part, she's still here. Asterisk, I called him again today. I whispered, sitting on the balcony with my blanket. Wrapped tight around me, asterisk, no side. Ava, why? Asterisk, because I needed to hear it. From him, not his silence. Asterisk, he dropped beside me with a hot mug. He doesn't deserve your voice, or your pain. Asterisk, my phone buzzed. I grabbed it, heart pounding. Spam email. I set it down face first. Even junk mail checks on me more than he does. Asterisk, no, I didn't smile. He just handed me the mug. Drink, you're freezing. Asterisk, I stared out at the gray sky. Max wouldn't have left. Asterisk, he went still. Don't do that. Asterisk, I miss him. Asterisk, I know. Asterisk, he always lay by my side when I cried. He didn't care about the scar. Just wanted to be near me. Asterisk, you were his world. Asterisk, he was mine. Max's collar still hung on the wall beside my bed. That night, I didn't sleep. The apartment felt emptier than ever. Liam's laughter haunted the walls, and Max's silence was louder than a scream. Asterisk, the Next morning, I said, I quit. Asterisk Noah blinked. Your job? Asterisk, I can't go back to the same desk, the same people who look at me with pity. Asterisk, what will you do then? Asterisk, I don't know. Disappear? Asterisk, he nodded slowly. Then you should talk to someone. Asterisk, I have you. Asterisk, no offense, but I'm not licensed. And I'm running out of jokes. That's how I ended up in Dr. Evelyn's office. She didn't say much at first. Just offered a chair and let the silence do the asking. Asterisk, he left me after I got hurt, I finally said. Didn't say a word, just vanished. Asterisk, that must feel like you weren't worth goodbye. Asterisk, I laughed bitterly. Exactly. Asterisk, how long were you together? Asterisk, 3 years. He was my first everything. Asterisk, and now? Asterisk, now I feel like trash someone left on the curb. Broken, burned, ugly. Asterisk, she leaned forward. Do you believe that, or did he make you believe it? Asterisk, I paused. He didn't even fight for me. Not even a text. Asterisk, sometimes silence screams more than words. The second session was worse. She asked me to write a letter to Liam, not to send, just to get it out. Asterisk, dear Liam, you shattered me more than the fire did. I don't know who you are anymore. Asterisk, or maybe I never did. Ava, I tore it up. I don't want to feel this anymore, I told her. What do you want to feel? Asterisk, nothing. But feelings don't listen. The next week, I saw them again, Liam and Clara, on a healing podcast. She spoke about choosing light over darkness. While he held her hand like she was his world, I punched my laptop shut. Sophie called later. I saw the video. Good for them, I muttered. You okay? No, she didn't say. Anything for a moment. Then softly, wanna come over? Asterisk, I wanna sleep for a year. Asterisk, you can sleep here. Asterisk, I hesitated, then sighed. Thanks, but I'll be fine. After the call, I sat in bed, lights off. Max, I don't know how to do this without you, I whispered into the dark. Asterisk, there was no reply. Just the sound of my breath tired, cracked. And alone. Asterisk, I was digging through my old closet when I found it. A small black box, dusty and taped shut. Asterisk, Noah, I called. Remember this? Asterisk, he peeked into my room. That's your high school? Time capsule, right? Asterisk, I think so. I sat on the floor. We made it senior year. I sealed it before prom. Asterisk, didn't you and Liam write letters to your future selves? Asterisk, my hands froze. Yeah, we did. Asterisk, wanna open it? Asterisk, I'm scared too. Asterisk, then I'm definitely staying. Asterisk, I peeled the tape back slowly. Inside were crumpled photos. Faded notes, a dried flower. I reached deeper and pulled out a tiny USB. Asterisk Noah raised his brows. Whoa, what's that? It's labeled to future Ava and Liam. You think it's a video? Asterisk, only one way to find out. Asterisk, we plugged it into my laptop. The screen flickered. Then I saw us, me, and Liam laughing in the backyard. My heart jumped. God, I look like a child, I whispered. She, Noah said. Listen. Asterisk on screen, 8-year-old Liam leaned toward the camera. His voice was boyish, excited. Asterisk, okay. Future Liam, if you're watching this and you're still with Ava, hug her right now. And if you're not, you're an idiot. Noah and I looked at each other. Video Liam laughed, rubbing the back of his neck. Ava, if you're watching this, I love you. I mean it, like, even if we're old and bald or whatever. If you're sad or sick or scarred, doesn't matter. I'll never leave you. That's a promise. I paused the video. Noah spoke first. That wasn't just a promise. That was a whole vow. Asterisk, I didn't say anything. My throat was tight. Asterisk, he pointed at the screen. That kid loved you. Asterisk, I whispered. Then where did he go? Asterisk, we watched the rest. We danced, kissed. Liam had carved our initials into the wood fence. When it ended, I just sat there, staring at the black screen. You okay? Noah asked gently. Asterisk, I don't know who that person is anymore. Asterisk, maybe he doesn't either. Asterisk, I nodded slowly. I think I need air. Asterisk, the sky was overcast when I stepped outside. I walked to the old bench by the park. My feet felt heavy. Asterisk, I played the video again on my phone. Asterisk, I'll never leave you. His voice repeated. Tears rolled down without warning. Liar, I whispered. Asterisk, everything okay, miss? A stranger asked as he passed. Asterisk, I shook my head. Not really, but thanks. He nodded and kept walking. When I got home, I placed the USB on my nightstand like it was sacred. Asterisk, Sophie called later. Want to come over? No. You've been quiet all day. Asterisk, I saw a ghost. Asterisk, there was a pause. What kind of ghost? Asterisk, an old version of Liam, from when he actually loved me. Asterisk, damn, she said softly. That's rough. Asterisk, he said he'd never leave me. Even if I was scarred, that he'd stay. Asterisk, and now? Asterisk, he's posting sponsored reels with Clara, talking about healing and growth. Asterisk, sounds like someone lost himself trying to look good online. Asterisk, I smiled faintly. You always get it. Asterisk, that's what friends are for. Asterisk, after the call, I played the video again. I didn't cry this time. I just listened. Asterisk, you're still you, 18-year-old Liam said, even if the world breaks you. Asterisk, I whispered to the dark. Then why wasn't I enough? Asterisk, I stared at myself in the mirror, fingers tracing the scar that ran from my cheekbone to my jaw. Asterisk, this is why he left. I muttered. Asterisk, Noah walked by the bathroom, heard me. No, it's not. Asterisk, I turned. Don't lie. Asterisk, I'm not. That scar didn't scare Liam away. His weakness did. Asterisk, I laughed dryly. Easy for you to say. You don't look like a horror movie extra. Asterisk, he stepped inside. You look like someone who survived. Asterisk, I look ruined. Asterisk, you look strong. Asterisk, I shook my head. Strong people don't cry while brushing their hair. Asterisk, he crossed his arms. You still seeing Dr. Evelyn? Asterisk, yeah, I canceled last week. Asterisk, why? Asterisk, I was tired of talking. Tired of thinking. Asterisk, you need to talk to someone who doesn't just give you pizza and bad advice. Asterisk, I managed a small smile. Your pizza isn't bad. Asterisk, I meant my advice. Asterisk, later that day, I forced myself outside and stopped by a local cafe. Asterisk, next. The barista called. Asterisk, I stepped forward. He looked up, hesitated just a second, then smiled. What can I get you? Just tea, I muttered. Hot or iced? Asterisk, hot. Asterisk, he rang it up. Anything else? Asterisk, I met his eyes. Do I look scary? To you? Asterisk, he blinked. What? Asterisk, I pointed to my cheek. The scar. Asterisk, he looked again, this time without flinching. No, you look like someone with a story. Asterisk, I nodded. Thanks. Asterisk, I sat at the corner table and sipped the tea. My phone buzzed. Sophie. Asterisk, greater than Sophie. Saw Liam's new post. Want me to block him for you? Me, already did. Greater than Sophie. He and Clara are promoting some charity now. So fake. Greater than me. I'm done watching people pretend. I locked my phone. Asterisk the next. Morning, I showed up to Dr. Evelyn's office. Asterisk, she smiled. Back again. Asterisk, I'm ready to talk now. Asterisk, good. Where do we start? Asterisk, I looked at myself yesterday. Really looked. Asterisk, and... Asterisk, I didn't see ugly. I saw pain. And maybe something strong underneath it. Asterisk, she nodded. Scars have a way of revealing that. Asterisk, I also realized something, I added. My face didn't change him. He was always going to run. Asterisk, why do you think that? Asterisk, because love doesn't leave when things get hard. Love fights. Asterisk, she leaned forward. You feel that now? Asterisk, I paused. Yeah. Asterisk, then maybe you're healing. Asterisk, I looked down at my hands. I don't want revenge. I don't want to hurt him. I just want to forget. Asterisk, that's progress. That evening, I texted Sophie, greater than me, want to meet for coffee? Asterisk, greater than Sophie. Are you kidding? Yes, asterisk, she picked. The spot a quiet bookstore cafe. When she walked in and saw me, her eyes widened. You actually did your hair. Asterisk, I grinned. Don't act shocked, asterisk. You look amazing. Asterisk, thanks. We ordered drinks and sat. She leaned in. So, tell me what's in your brain. Asterisk, I exhaled. I'm not broken. I'm just healing. Asterisk, preach. Asterisk, I realized something else too. Asterisk, lay it on me. Asterisk, my face isn't ugly. Asterisk, damn right it's not. Asterisk, he is. Asterisk, her mouth dropped. Then she laughed, loudly. Girl, say it again. Asterisk, my face isn't ugly, he is. Asterisk, she fist bumped me. Welcome back, Ava. Asterisk, I smiled, genuinely this time. It feels good. Sophie burst through my apartment door like a hurricane. You need to see this, she said, shoving her phone in my face. Asterisk, I blinked at the screen. What am I looking at? Asterisk, Liam, Clara, the wedding. Asterisk, I froze. What? Asterisk, they posted. It the full video? With drone footage, vows, and Clara's weird fake crying. Asterisk, I grabbed the phone. The caption read, asterisk, chose each other. Through healing, through pain, through everything. Asterisk, I laughed. Just once, then set the phone down like it burned. Asterisk, healing. Really? Asterisk, Sophie crossed her arms. She literally said, he was so lost, but I made him whole. Like she rescued him from a burning building, not walked over your ashes. Asterisk, my voice was quiet. I used to believe that about him too. Asterisk, believe what? Asterisk, that he was lost, but I could save him. Asterisk, girl, you didn't break him. You loved him. Asterisk, and he left me like garbage. Asterisk, silence filled the room. Then I stood up and grabbed my old laptop. Asterisk, what are you doing? Sophie asked. I plugged in the USB with Liam's teenage video. You're not? Posting that. Are you? Asterisk, I didn't answer. I opened a blog I hadn't touched in 2 years. I uploaded the video and wrote one line. He promised I was enough. Then I got scarred. Asterisk, Sophie stared. Ava, that's powerful. Asterisk, I don't care about going. Viral, I just want it out there. Asterisk, you're letting go. Asterisk, more like letting truth breathe. By morning, the post had 48 shares. By afternoon, 2,00. Asterisk by evening. Strangers were commenting things like, asterisk, she didn't deserve that. Asterisk, this broke me. Asterisk, he changed, and not in a good way. Asterisk, my inbox filled. People asking if the girl in the video was me. Asterisk, someone tagged Clara, then Liam. I didn't answer any of them. Asterisk, I just sat with Sophie on the couch, watching the numbers rise. Asterisk, you okay? She asked. Asterisk, better than I thought I'd be. Asterisk, you sure? Asterisk, yeah. Asterisk, she passed me a bag of popcorn. Then let's watch Clara try to heal her way out of this one. My phone buzzed. Again. Greater than unknown number. Ava, it's me. Please. I need to talk. I stared at it, heart steady. Sophie, I said, holding out the screen. Guess who finally crawled out his fairy tale wedding? Asterisk, she snatched the phone. He's got nerve. Asterisk, I haven't replied. Asterisk, good, let him squirm. Asterisk, I tossed the phone on the couch. He'll get bored, but he didn't. 3 messages. Then 5, then 10. Greater than Liam. I saw the video. Liam. That's not who I am anymore. Asterisk Liam. You really posted that? You made me look like a monster. Asterisk Liam. Claire's pissed. My team pulled me from the campaign. Asterisk Liam. Can we talk? In person? Asterisk, I snorted. Now he wants to talk? Asterisk, Sophie handed me tea. Because his world's crumbling, not because he's sorry. Later that night, Noah sat beside me on the floor. So, Liam's trending. Asterisk, I didn't mean for it to happen like that. Asterisk, you shared your truth. He built his image on lies. Asterisk, I didn't want revenge. Asterisk, I know. But karma doesn't ask for permission. He pulled out his phone and opened an article. PR nightmare, Claire Monroe's. Husband caught in viral past love scandal. Asterisk, I sighed. This is ridiculous. Asterisk, you okay? Asterisk, I don't feel good about it, but I don't feel guilty either. Asterisk, the next morning, another ping. Greater than Liam. Clara left. I blinked. Asterisk, she left him. I whispered. Asterisk, Sophie choked on her cereal. Wait, what? Asterisk, she left him. Asterisk, she didn't even last the scandal. Asterisk, I nodded slowly. That tells me everything. Another message popped up. Greater than Liam. I miss who I was with you. Asterisk, Liam. I messed up. Please. I didn't reply. I went for a walk instead. Headphones in, trying to block out the world. But at the cafe near my apartment, someone called my name. Asterisk. Hey, Ava? I turned. It took me a second. Josh? Asterisk, he smiled. Wow, it really is you. Asterisk, wow, I echoed, surprised. It's been, 6 years? Asterisk, since high school, yeah. Asterisk, you work here? Asterisk, own it, actually. Asterisk, I looked around. It was quiet, warm, peaceful. It's beautiful. Asterisk, thanks. I saw the video, by the way. Asterisk, I tensed. Oh. Asterisk, I didn't know it was you at first, but that hit hard. Asterisk, I didn't post it for attention. Asterisk, I know. It felt real. Asterisk, I smiled faintly. How's your life been? Asterisk, messy, but peaceful, Mel. Asterisk, he handed me a drink without asking. Still love vanilla tea, right? Asterisk, I stared at it. You remembered. Asterisk, some things stick. Asterisk, we talked a little more. About nothing and everything. When I left, I felt lighter. Asterisk, that night, another message. Asterisk, greater than Liam. I saw you were with Josh, so you can talk to him, but not me. Asterisk, I laughed. You're watching me now? Asterisk, greater than Liam. Just talk to me. One conversation, I stared at the blinking cursor. Greater than me. Fine. One conversation. That's it. Asterisk. I opened the door. Asterisk, there he was, Liam. Same eyes, same face. Different energy. Asterisk, he looked. Smaller. Ava, he said, barely above a whisper. I stepped aside. 5 minutes. He entered slowly, like my apartment might bite him. This place looks the same, he said. Asterisk, I didn't change much after you left. Asterisk, he flinched. Yeah, I deserve that. Asterisk, I folded my arms. Why are you here? Asterisk, he rubbed the back of his neck. I saw the video, the one from high school. Asterisk, and asterisk, I forgot I was that person. Asterisk, I didn't. Asterisk, he looked down. Clara left. Asterisk, I know. Asterisk, he looked up, confused. You do? Asterisk, you told me. In one of your 20 texts. Asterisk, he nodded. Right? Silence. I didn't come here to fight, he said finally. Asterisk, Good. Because I'm not fighting for you. Asterisk, I messed up, Ava. Asterisk, you left me when I was in a hospital bed. Asterisk, I panicked. Asterisk, you proposed to someone else without a single goodbye. I thought I was doing what was best. For who? You? Asterisk, I didn't know how to stay. Asterisk, you didn't even try. Asterisk, he stepped closer. I'm not proud of it. Asterisk, then why now? Asterisk, because when I saw that video, I remembered what love used to feel like. Asterisk, and that made you miss me? Asterisk, it made me hate the person I became. Asterisk, that's not enough. Asterisk, he swallowed hard. I want to make it right. Asterisk, you can't. Asterisk, I'm not asking for a second chance. I'm asking for forgiveness. Asterisk, I stared at him. You don't want forgiveness. You want relief. Asterisk, he blinked. What? Asterisk, you want me to say it's okay so you can sleep at night? Asterisk, Ava. Asterisk, I lived with your silence. You don't get to show up now and act like you care. Asterisk, I do care. Asterisk, no, you care about what you lost, not about me. Asterisk, he looked genuinely hurt. That's not true. Asterisk, it is. Asterisk, I loved you. Asterisk, then you would have stayed. I was scared. I was disfigured. He froze. Tears welled up, but I didn't let them fall. Not this time. Asterisk, I was burned, Liam. I couldn't move. I couldn't even cry without pain. And all I wanted was for you to hold my hand. Asterisk, I didn't know how. Asterisk, you didn't even try. Asterisk, I regret everything. Asterisk, you should. Asterisk, he took a shaky breath. Is there anything I can do? I walked to the door and opened it. Don't come back. Asterisk, he hesitated. That's it? Asterisk, that's everything. Asterisk, I never stopped loving you. Asterisk, I met his eyes. Then your love was weak. He didn't argue. He just nodded, stepped out, and whispered, Goodbye, Ava. I shut the door behind him, and for the first time, I didn't feel hollow. I walked back to the cafe where everything changed. The walls were freshly painted. The burnt window frame was gone, but I remembered it all. Asterisk, the sirens, the smoke, the fire swallowing the air. Asterisk, I sat at a small corner. Table and placed a single white flower on the wooden surface. Asterisk, for Max, I whispered. I closed my eyes. Rough morning? A familiar voice said. Asterisk, I opened them. Josh stood there, 2 drinks in hand out. Asterisk, you always carry extra tea around? I asked. Asterisk, he smiled. Only for people who look like they need one. Asterisk, I took the cup. Thanks. Asterisk, you okay? Asterisk, I think I'm better than I've been in months. Asterisk, he sat down. You came back to the scene? Asterisk, I needed to. Asterisk, he nodded. Sometimes healing isn't loud. It's just coming back. Asterisk, exactly. Asterisk, he looked at the flower. That for someone? Asterisk, my dog. Max, he didn't make. Asterisk, Josh went quiet. I'm sorry. Asterisk, he was the only one who stayed when things got ugly. Asterisk, I get that, he said softly. I lost my brother last year. Asterisk, oh Josh, I didn't know. Asterisk, yeah, it changed me. Asterisk, I guess grief does that. We sat in silence for a while, sipping our drinks. You still painting? I asked at Asterisk sometimes. Mostly at night. Asterisk, you were always good at it. Asterisk, he smiled. You were always good at seeing people. Asterisk, I looked at him. It's weird, isn't it? Asterisk, what? Asterisk, how pain brings people back together. Asterisk, he tilted his head. Maybe it doesn't bring us back. Maybe it just clears the ones who were never meant to stay. Asterisk, I laughed quietly. That sounds like something my therapist would say. Asterisk, then she's probably right. The wind blew gently through the open cafe window. I looked at the sky. I don't hate him anymore. Asterisk, Liam. Asterisk, yeah. Asterisk. Forgave him? Asterisk. No, but I stopped needing him to be sorry. Asterisk. Josh leaned forward. That's powerful. Asterisk. It just happened. One morning, I woke up and didn't feel the weight. Asterisk. That's healing, Ava. Quiet, slow, but real. Asterisk. I took another sip. You're surprisingly wise. Asterisk. I'm surprisingly older now. He grinned. Want to take a walk? I hesitated. Then. Not a dot asterisk, sure. I stood in front of the mirror again. Same scar, same face. But this time I smiled. Noah knocked on the door. You okay in there? Asterisk. Yeah, just thinking. Asterisk. He poked his head in. Thinking about what? Asterisk. Everything. And nothing. Asterisk. He walked in, handed me a folded piece of paper. You dropped this earlier? Asterisk. I opened it. It was the letter I'd written to Liam, the one I never meant to. Send. Asterisk. You still keeping that? He asked. Asterisk. I shook my head. Not anymore. Asterisk. I tore it in half. Then again. Then again. Until it was confetti in my hands. Asterisk. Nice, he said. Symbolic. Asterisk. I laughed. Felt good. Asterisk. So what now? Asterisk. I think I'm done looking back. Asterisk. New chapter. Asterisk. Maybe even a new book. Asterisk. He grinned. Proud of you, sis. Asterisk. I hugged him tightly. Thanks for never leaving. Later that night, I sat on my bed with a journal in my lap. But this time, I wasn't writing to Liam. I was writing to me, greater than dear younger me. You thought love meant holding on, but sometimes it means letting go. Asterisk. You cried for someone who left. When you needed him most. But look, you're still standing. You didn't lose him. You found yourself. Love. Me. I closed the journal and set it on my knitstand dot. Asterisk. The scar on my cheek caught the light. I traced it gently. You're not ugly. I whispered. You're proof I survived. My phone buzzed. Greater than Josh. Asterisk. You free tomorrow? Thought we could paint something. Greater than me. Only if we use the color red. Asterisk. Greater than Josh. Bold. I like it. Greater than me. I'm feeling bold lately. I looked around the room. No more pain in the corners. Just space and quiet and peace. I walked to the mirror again. Same scar. Same face. New story.